Welcome back to It's Good.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's right there. I remember there was something just blow it up like that. Why does the key make it blow up?
I don't know. Key contains a detonation device, also known as a detonator. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh. Dang it, I was trying to do it without doing that. But I didn't.
I hope it's not picking that up. I keep setting my phone on the desk next to the microphone, and then it vibrates and it makes noise.
Oh, sorry about my sniffles also. I should probably blow my nose.
What do you think about that?
Hmm?
I said, what do you think about that?
What do I think? Not much of it. Not much of it at all. Beep, beep, beep.
Great.
Great!
Jacques. Okay, apparently Jacques lives in hell.
Oh.
It's like the most like sinister looking background
It
so
is.
far. I always really like the little off top. Well, I don't know. Everything we said is I don't know. It's pointless to say. Just oh yeah, this one. Yeah, it literally is hell.
Also,
But no.
oh my God.
What were you gonna say? No, sorry.
One thing I like about Spyro is that, like, at least in Spyro 1 as opposed to the other two, you ever notice how he starts out by swooping down into the level?
That's true.
Spyro 2 and 3, you see the long gliding animation because the levels are clearly have to take
Yeah.
But then, like, he's just there. He just
It,
goes
like,
out to
fades,
black,
yeah.
and then he's there.
I never noticed that.
I kind of hope that they'll do every game like Spyro 1
That would
in
be
the
cool.
remaster.
I
Sorry, you
wonder
were
why
saying.
I guess maybe it was just because they were doing bigger and better for the other games.
Maybe.
But like, was it that much of a difference? These things are. I'm really curious to see what these are going to look like.
Oh, they're disturbing. I never realized that. I just noticed
I
they
love
had
them.
eyes. I thought they always didn't have eyes, and that scared me.
That would be creepier without the eyes, just a mouth.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was I really like when we get to 3, I'm just gonna be like just loving every second of it, just for
Oh,
like
yeah.
stupid little thing. What I was thinking of, this reminds me of Buzz, like
Ooh.
Buzz's level,
Yeah.
the
That's a good
first boss. Yeah, I remember I maybe I said this already, but the backgrounds for those levels, especially the boss levels, were so cool.
Yeah.
And then the third one is Scorch, right?
Yeah.
Was his name? I remember. Aren't you inside like the giant like skeleton of like a whale or something through that whole boss fight?
Sounds right. I do remember I love the look of that background.
That was a
specifically when
really
you
sweet
mentioned
level. I like how freaky he looked too.
it. Yeah.
I always thought like
And-
creepier looking monsters were cool.
Yeah. I know it's been a while since I played the game. But every now the general consensus among everyone is that Scorch is a super easy boss. And I'm
Right.
like, I don't remember that. I remember as a kid the fact that he
Yeah.
was so frightening made it difficult.
I remember having I don't remember ever being stuck on Scorch, but I do remember being stuck on the first two.
Yeah.
Because like you have to basically keep moving for the first boss.
Yeah.
I mean, once you know what he's gonna do, it's not hard. But as a kid, like you have to be like, oh, and like when he starts rolling and stuff, and you have
Yeah.
to make sure you don't like
The
charge
music
him
in that
lava.
level is terrifying.
Yeah, yeah, they were really like intense. The boss scenes in Spyro 3, and then Spike was really hard.
Ah, crap.
I'm sorry,
Go to the. Oh, I was gonna go to the lava. Didn't let me.
but yeah,
Um,
these things are disgusting. I love them. They look like I've been meaning to play again. I don't want to bring up the subject because it's gonna make me upset ultimately, but I really want to play Half-Life 1, just like in
Okay.
general. Maybe not even necessarily for the channel. I mean, I would like to. That'd be cool, but
Yeah.
but just in general because I love Half-Life 1. I think I like 1 more than 2 because there's less. I know it seems like a stereotypical reason, but I like it more just because they don't force you in any of the cutscenes
Yeah.
where you're just kind of walking around talking. Like I love 2, but
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
Good. Good. Yeah. I feel like they kind of did away with that glitch and
Yeah.
physics in the other ones.
it's a little more rigid in the other games. But in this, like you can
And I can
kinda
forgive
slip
it.
around. Yeah,
Because it actually to me adds a level of challenge.
yeah. Yeah, one of the things about Half-Life 1 is, like, for some reason the AI is better. There is an entire YouTube channel, and I'm really mad because I can't remember the name. I might have mentioned this too, but there's a YouTube channel where there's a dude who literally just, like, he makes long videos analyzing just little details that no one notices about Half-Life 1.
Yeah.
And it's crazy the amount of detail and, like, they put into the AI of that game. Like, they programmed like some of the enemies, and I'm sure it's like a little more basic sounding than this, and like not super in depth, because it's like 1998 or whenever it came out. But like, they programmed enemies with a sense of smell.
Oh.
Like there's literally.
I didn't mean to sound like a donkey. I'm sorry.
But they literally, like, the bull squid enemies, like, there's a part in the game where you're in, like, a meat locker, like a freezer,
yeah.
with, like, the big, like, Rocky Balboa meat slabs hanging from the ceiling. And, like, there's bull squids in that area, and if you hit the meat with a crowbar, it'll, like, break apart, and then it, like, there's particles that go on the ground, and there's, like, they use, like, the blood texture or whatever under it, so it falls on the ground. And like if you like don't aggro the bull squid, so you probably have to go into like no clip or like some kind of debug mode or something just so he doesn't attack you. They'll actually like sniff out food. And I think it's the same with like dead enemies and like people and stuff. They'll like eat them too. I mean they won't actually like go away, but they'll go up to it and they have like an animation for them like eating, and they'll like sniff it out. And it's the craziest thing ever. And like the soldier AI is so like brutal and like smart in that game too, because the Combine are idiots. In Half-Life 2. That is one of the, like, over time, the more you play that game, you realize that you can just stand there and take it, and they'll just, they aren't smart or tactical. They literally just all single file will run at you down a hallway, and then you can just one-shot all of them, like they're idiots. But in, like, Half-Life 1, they're insane. If you try hiding behind anything for, like, a second, they'll just throw a grenade. If you're, like, hiding behind a box, they're like, grenade, and they'll throw it. And then, like, they'll flank you, and they're just super aggressive, and it's actually really fun to fight them because of that. Oh yeah, one more thing about that too. That same channel has a video about it where all the soldier dialogue in that game is actually random. Because he did a video about how some of the areas in the game, the textures are technically like random. Like it'll be the same wall texture, but the way it's tiled is different every time you play the game, which is kind of neat.
Unique experience.
But the way that they say phrases for the soldiers in that game. That was some good PS1 clipping. But the way they do it is like word for word, and it's like it pieces it together. So they only have like single words in the game's files for dialogue, and then it pieces them together like kind of randomly to form sentences. So it's like "Good Freeman," but like they're just two separate files. So people will they'll use console commands and like just like screw with the game. So they'll just make them say funny stuff, or like they'll just make them all say like the same word. Just be like, Freeman, Freeman, Freeman. We'll have to look that up in a second because it's really entertaining.
Told me, aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Everyone is Clancy Brown.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you had Clancy Brown in like The Office, like assigned for a day, it just charged through that. I did not know you could do that. I feel like he may have also said something in the dialogue, but I actually wasn't.
I just like that SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are a part of Spyro.
Yeah.
That's, man, like, and then he was also Cortex, Clancy Brown, just amazing. Like, it was all those, like, cartoon actors back then just got around more and were in, like, everything. Yeah. It seems like.
Also, this boss is not difficult at all.
Is that the boss?
Yeah.
I blocked this out of my memory. I only remember the entire level.
Oh, okay, but WoW affected me.
Oh, okay, yeah, he still died, but he had to do that first.
Let me just spew out these gems out of my internal organs.
You can. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that was the exit.
I don't remember how to get. There's one section that's frighteningly hard. I don't remember. I can't remember where you get to it from.
Ooh, just got chills for no reason.
First, now as you say that, I started to like my body wanted to feel this like same weird sensation.
My body is ready.
Where is it?
Oh, this month they're gonna show the new Smash.
Oh wait, really?
I gotta double check the date. They're doing one of those like tournaments where they have like competitive players.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the interesting thing. It's not the same people as last time.
You say they're only doing Melee.
They're mostly Melee people. Like I think Zero is gonna be there who plays like Smash 4. I think he still played Melee in like Project Diamonds, but he's mostly like Smash 4. But like Mango and Plup, I'm like, okay, these are like hardcore Melee people. Like I don't even think I've ever seen. I'm sure he has, but I've never actually watched Mango play Smash 4. I've only seen him play Melee, so I'm very intrigued to see where they're going with this game.
I hope it's more competitive and much more balanced. Well, actually, I guess Melee is also actually also balanced games.
Honestly,
But it's kind of great like that.
it's better that, yeah, like Marvel versus Capcom. No one wants the balance. Get that out of here. It's not fun.
It's like I play Kirby. He's not bad. He's terrible at Melee apparently.
Yeah. But then it's just more impressive when you win.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a handicap, but it's like, hey, there's always going to be someone that like shatters the boundaries. Like Bizarro Flames, Ganondorf is just top tier.
I don't know how you get to that one section of the level.
We'll find out next time on My Butt.